What up, though? Good evening and welcome to another episode of Notoriously Opinionated. It's your man. That goes by many names and monikers. And so tonight on Notoriously Opinionated, I hope to have at least a couple of guests. We are going to get into some things. And topics are forthcoming. But before I get into all of that, let me say this. I am coming with, so Notoriously Opinionated is in the process of evolution. So it is consistently evolving into what I want the podcast to eventually be. And kind of what I always wanted my show to eventually be, right? Those of you that's been knowing me for a while know that, and it may sound silly, but it may sound silly to some, that like I've had a lifelong desire to, I ain't gonna say lifelong, I've had a decades long desire to have my own TV show, right? Like that's what I want to do. I want to have a TV show, and having a podcast is the next best thing, right? And so I'm good with that. Like I'm happy with my podcast. I'm happy with the way that my podcast is. And so it's evolving, and I'm coming up with different things. And so the latest thing that I'm going to introduce to Notoriously Opinionated, again, to those of you that know me, you know that I have a psychological background. Like I am a psychologically thought out person. I have a psychological background, and I think I'm gonna start using it. I got like an unofficial master's, now I'm a non-professional, but I have professional opinions. So I said what I'm gonna start doing, starting in either May or June. Hopefully May, if I have the support and if I have the guests to do it. I am going to start what is called the Psychology of Things series, right? And the first one is going to be the psychology of relationship. Also what I call the thing behind the thing. So I introduced my thing behind the thing theory like decades ago. Well, not decades, but maybe a little over a decade ago. And I turned it into a book idea that I started, never finished. But the whole concept is it's not the thing. It's the thing behind the thing that actually is the thing that gets you, right? That's layman's terms. In psychological jargon, it goes like this. This is the object. This is the stimulus behind the object. So it's not the object that's really getting you. It's the stimulus that was behind it that's pushing the object, right? And so I said I was going just rock that because it applies to everything that has to do with human behavior. We oftentimes get caught up in the stimulus of a thing, and that affects the object, and oftentimes that object is you. So I want to start with serious couples and or married couples who do not mind getting on camera and talking about their issues. And if it works out, who knows? I'm a videographer. And so if it works out, it might work out into a cool little reality show, that is recorded, and something be done with it. We will see, but for right now, we're just gonna start on we're gonna start on a podcast talking about relationships, which leads me to what we got going on first off tonight. We're going to be talking about relationships, right? Uh Before the relationships, I'm gonna give when my guests get here, uh if my guests get here, we're gonna get a little quotey, right? And I'm gonna ask each of my guests to give me either a quote or a saying, or their favorite quote or their favorite saying, before we get going. Does not have to correspond um to the topics of the night. But yeah, we're gonna get a little quotey. Then I'm gonna give you my temperature, and I'm gonna check the temperature of my guests, right? Uh, Again, if brother you can't play. Then we're gonna dive right into relationships, right? Um, we've been on relationships for the last couple of weeks, and I believe it is a needed conversation that needs to be had. Um, from both sides, though, you know what I'm saying? So it's a needed topic that needs to be talked about by men and women on this platform. So thus far, it's been pretty much all from the guy's perspective. uh but I'm not going to be opposed to having a whole female panel, and then in the future having a blended panel of male and female. So that's my hope, that's my dream, that's my desire, and we're gonna see if we can't make that happen. uh then a little later, we're gonna be talking again about the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight, because there's been some new developments. I might sneak in how my rookie receiver for the Chiefs uh is trying to fuck up the three-peat. I'm not really even over that yet, so I might not talk about that yet. But we definitely talking about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Um, then I'll get into my what if. We'll talk about the what if questions. So first off, here's one of my favorite quotes. I got a lot of quotes. I love quotes. I got some of my own. There's things that I've heard, quotes that I've heard over the years that I have adopted and adapted. Um, but one quote is, when you come with an open mind, you should leave with a new mission, right? So when your mind and your heart is open to a certain thing, and your mind and your heart gets filled with information, with love, with concern, with consideration, with support, with whatever that is, that should gas you. You know, everybody talking about, man, don't get be gassed by positivity. Be gassed by something productive. You know what I'm saying? Don't get gassed by negativity or somebody trying to take you down. But when you're gassed by positivity, you should leave with a new mission. Like there should be something on your mind and on your heart that you go with and hit whatever you trying to get accomplished hard as hell. You know, that's just my notorious opinion. You can take it or leave it. Um, but now the temperature check is something that I used to do uh at a different job that I worked at. And before a class or before a meeting or before any sort of group gathering, uh there would be a circle session. And within the circle session, we would kind of go around the room, and the facilitator, whoever was facilitating the meeting or the get together, would ask everybody's temperature. That being, like, how you feeling right now? So I'm not just gonna do this for me. I'm not just gonna do this for my guests, but I'm gonna send this out to anybody that's watching and feels like commenting. If you want to comment on what your temperature is right now, your temperature being how you feel right now, between 0 and 10. 0 being fuck everything. You know, that's a 0. 0 is fuck everything, right? And 10 is God is doing things for me that I never would have expected. You know what I'm saying? I'm just blessed, and I'm having a fantastic, phenomenal, and remarkable day. Right? 5 somewhere in the middle is like I'm cool. You know, I'm good. Uh Nothing really wrong, nothing too right. But I'm cool. I'm copacetic. I'm okay. All right. Um Me, that's kind of what I am right now. Right now, I'm a 5. And I think the reason why I'm a 5 is because I have reached out to people. Well, I ain't about to get in there. I'm a 5 right now. I'm a solid 5. And I'm not going to go into a whole lot of details as to why. I'm just frustrated. And I'm going to leave it at that. No, I'm not going to leave it at that. Because that's not the only thing I'm frustrated. All right, vent session. Check this out. Sometimes I wish that I could say really what I needed to say and wanted to say. Sometimes I wish that uh people knew who I really was. I don't know how else to say that without saying too much. Sometimes I wish people knew who I really was. You know what I'm saying? And not who I am portraying to be right now. Right? Um because people are meeting me later in life, and they are seeing the uh calm scrap. They're not even seeing scrap. They are seeing the calm Damon. They're seeing calm, thoughtful. And when I say thoughtful, I don't mean oh he's so thoughtful. I mean like I think. Um um I think first. You know, that's something that Steve Cummins pumped into my head. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like think before you speak or act. Think before you speak or act. You know, words to live by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll find yourself not apologizing for as much if you think first before you speak. You know, uh, I had guys my whole life telling me that's why you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. You're supposed to listen twice as much as you speak, and then when you speak, let it be meaningful. You know, my grandfather was the poster child for that. He was like E.F. freaking Hutton. When he spoke, everybody listened because the man didn't talk much, but when he said something, it had an impact. All right, so I'm gonna let my guests get here when they get here, but I want to get in this relationship, man. I really do. I really want to get into these relationships. So here's what I'm gonna do. Uh what actually do people expect out of a relationship? Because uh some people's idea of a relationship may not be the same idea that their partner has. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, cord malfunction. And that's why couples are supposed to be on one accord. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that if you are a stone cold introvert that you can't marry an extrovert. But if you are introverted and your mate is extroverted, then more than likely both parties are going to have to employ a large degree of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Like there's going to have to be understanding on both sides to where the extroverted one is not upset at the introverted one for not wanting to go out and, uh paint the town like an extrovert, because that's what the extrovert's going to do. The introvert or the extrovert can't be upset. Yeah, no. And the introvert can't be upset that the extrovert wants to go out and, kick it and have fun and do things like that. There has to be an understanding and there has to be a balance. Maybe that's the Libra in me talking about balance, but there has to be some sort of balance. The very first thing that has to be is an understanding. Understanding is a beautiful thing. Swear to God. Understanding is a beautiful thing. Like anybody that knows me will tell you that it may seem like the object may be in front of you and it may appear that I'm upset about whatever you feel the object is, but the stimulus behind it all is the fact that I don't understand something. I get really upset. No. It'll start with irritation. That irritation will build to frustration and anger the more or the longer I go not understanding a thing. You know what I'm saying? And this can go to mean a piece of knowledge that's just not this it's not clicking, it's not making sense to me. A story that I've been told that doesn't make any sense to me, something that is just being said to me, that's being said as if I should understand it and I don't. For example, this is a real low base example, but it's something that just irks the hell out of me because I just don't understand it. Why people will say 3 o'clock a.m. in the morning? That is the most frustrating. What the why? Yes, I've been on this all day, all week, day, month, year, my life. It's frustrated the hell out of me. Like, what other time of day is a.m. but morning? Why do you have to say both? Why is it 5 a.m. in the morning? Hey, I gotta go to bed, bro. I gotta get up at 7 a.m. in the morning. That frustrates me because I don't understand why people say it. And really for no other reason other than the fact that it makes no freaking sense to me, right? Watch how I phrase things. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing it on, well, I'm doing it because that's just how I talk, but it's being done consciously because by saying it don't make no, there's a difference between this. Now peep this. There's a difference between, man, that shit don't make no sense. And man, that shit don't make no sense to me. One is trying to make it a statement of fact. That don't make no sense. Meaning that the same way it don't make sense to you, it wouldn't make sense to anybody, versus saying that don't make no sense to me. Which leads me back to one of the problems in some relationships. People will state an opinion as if it's a fact. And then when the other person disagrees with that, it's like shock and awe. It's like, how dare you disagree with my factual opinion? How dare you? Like, where do you get off telling me that my opinion is not a fact when not everybody will see it my way, which is one of the criteria that constitutes a fact? Like, one of the criteria that constitutes a fact is that a vast majority of everyone agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have more than a few people disagree with the thing and it you know what I'm saying? Like To say, I believe it would be truth and thus a fact to say that if I threw this pen in the air, that it's not gonna go wily coyote on me and just get stuck in the air and stay static, right? Like if I let this pen go, you're gonna see it go up, flip, and then come down because of a little thing called gravity, right? It would be a ridiculous opinion for someone to argue gravity. You know what I'm saying? Uh and that would be just crazy. But that would be their erroneous opinion, but it would be their opinion. But for them to state that opinion as a fact is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what gets some couples in trouble is the fact that they state their opinions as a fact. So, and that also goes into communication, right? Uh Communication, check that. Poor communication is a relationship killer. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like it may not be um a shot to the head. In some relationships, poor communication is two to the head. You know what I'm saying? Huh. In some relationships, I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. In some relationships, poor communication is two to the head and will kill the relationship instantly. In other relationships, poor communication is a stab wound to the side, like 9-inch stab wound into the side. It's not going to kill you instantly, but it is going to kill you eventually if it goes untreated. Boom. Check that out. The two to the head, that's for runners. You know what I'm saying? Like poor communication, that's for runners, you know. It's like the ones uh who are constantly on the lookout for, let me put my drink down, red flags. You know what I'm saying? That's for your red flag seekers to be like, oh, he don't communicate well. I gotta go. Oh, she don't communicate well. I'm done. You know, that's for those people. Uh, for anybody else that may realize, well, they may not be a poor communicator. You just might not be a good listener. Let's evaluate that first. Well, they may very well be a poor communicator, but are you going to give them a chance to develop the skill? They may not have the skill. Like everybody um, does not have the often desired gift of gab. You know, like I do. I am a talker. I am a communicator. I I'm good at that. Um, I believe I'm good at it. So that being the case, if you run across someone or in a relationship with one who may not be as good a communicator as you may be, then there may be issues. But let's say neither one of y'all are good communicators because neither one of y'all uh, grew up in a household of communicators and thus never learned how to effectively communicate with somebody that you care about. Let's say that your family's love language was anger. Let's say that your family's love language was arguing, you know, and that's all you know. And then you get with somebody else to where their love language is arguing and that's all they know. That's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? That might need to be a two to the head and y'all just keep pushing. But if you have at least one person in the relationship that's willing, if you have at least one person in the relationship that acknowledges that they are not a good communicator and then begins doing the shadow work and taking the steps to become a better communicator, and then gives their partner a chance to become a good communicator themselves, that relationship is salvageable. You know, the the death blow comes when the one not doing the shadow work refuses to do the shadow work and does not want to, what I call, evolve, right? So and that's what couples are supposed to do. They're supposed to evolve with each other, right? So that's kind of one of the things is communication. But here's another thing about relationships and about marriages, right? They say, and I'm gonna talk about this more, especially in hey cousin, how you doing? My cousin Rhonda K. Uh so this is what goes on in some relationships, and uh I'm opposed this. It has been often stated that the cause of most relationships ending and the cause of most marriages ending fall into one of two categories: infidelity or financial turmoil. Like one or both of the people in the relationship, or one or both of the people in the marriage, have either cheated on the other and committed infidelities, uh, or have squandered the money. Like, don't fuck with the money. You know what I mean? Don't mess with the money, you know? And don't mess with another dude. Don't mess with another chick. And everything would seem to be copacetic. However, those are not neither one of those are, like, in my opinion, those are number two and number three as far as the reasons why people split up. Whether that split up is a split up in a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, fiancés deciding not to get married, or married couples getting a divorce. In my notorious opinion, the number one relationship killer, the number one reason why people get divorces and why people break up and all that, boils down to one thing: their expectations did not get met for long enough. Either their expectations were not met at all, or their expectations were not met for the length of time that they felt that they should be. There are unseen, unspoken expectations by either one or both members of a relationship, right? And uh, if those expectations go unfulfilled, two to the head, knife wound to the side. It's either gonna kill the relationship or the marriage instantly, or it's going you just gonna bleed out, you know, and you'll be dead in a few hours, you know. Uh so that's what I believe it is. I really believe that relationships die because one or both of the individuals in a relationship did not get their expectations fulfilled, right? Now, I seen a post the other day. It was a chick, and she said that in the post she was talking about how she divorced her husband, and was listing off all these reasons as to why she divorced her husband. None of the reasons Absolutely none of them had to do with him being a bad guy. Absolutely, there were no reasons that she cited that had to do with him being a bad guy. All the reasons that she cited was selfish as hell. She was citing reasons like, you know, I got a better job, I got a nicer car, I started making more money, I started doing this and that, and I started doing better in life. And I was like, yeah, I don't need him no more. So I divorced him. And then here I am with my new car and my new house and my new job and my new money and no companion. And he went on, and a year or so later, he's in a whole serious relationship on the road to getting married again. Huh. Let's recap. Um, you left him because of all your new shit, and you're alone. He was the one that got left, got with somebody else, and he's probably happier. And now you talking about I should have never left my husband. Huh? Yeah. Really now? You shouldn't have left him, huh? So the fact that you decided that all this material shit was more important than the real love that this man probably had for you, and you gave all that up for some trinkets. Mm. All right, Judas, have at them 30 pieces. See how that fits you, you know? And men do the same thing. Now, I hadn't seen nothing like this on Facebook, but I just know how guys are, you know. Uh we will, and by we I don't mean me. What up though? What's up, my guy? Um by we I don't necessarily mean me, you know. I'm just speaking for guys. Uh like Belle Biv DeVoe made the song, you know. You can't trust a big button to smile, but we will leave a good woman for a big button to smile. You know what I'm saying? Like the weak minded ones, like the ones that fall victim to Jedi mind tricks. You know what I'm saying? Like the Jedi mind trick is uh the Jedi mind trick is chicks coming at you and they'll flash they ass uh and make that mug wobble in front of you and get you feeling like all this and all that, and next thing you know, uh you done did some shit you ain't had no damn business doing, and next thing you know, uh you're not with the person that cared about you. Therein tends to be the one of the differences, not the difference, but one of the differences between uh why men leave their woman and why women leave their man, just like there's differences in why the two genders cheat. You know what I'm saying? A man will leave a woman for what they figure is the bigger, better deal. You know what I'm saying? While a woman will leave a man for money. You know what I'm saying? Like our bigger, better deal a lot of times has nothing to do with the fact that this woman is financially set. It's the fact that this woman is fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? And you may not have thought you could get somebody that was this attractive, right? And so when somebody like that pulls up on you and thinks and gives you the idea that you have a shot, you shoot your shot, you know, versus women, they're like, huh, I can do better because I'm making more money. I can do better because I'm in a different tax bracket. I can do better because I look good and I can get a dude that got more money. For the dude that's leaving the good chick for this fat ass, and for the chick that's leaving this good dude for a fat wallet, that money that you make on your own or the dude that you end up with the money is not gonna love you and respect you the way that this dude do. And that chick with all that ass Might be good when all the lights is out, but when the lights come on, she's looking at other dudes and not giving a damn about you. And she's not gonna love you and care for you the way that that woman you just left loves you and cares for you. Period, point blank. Right. All right. Uh that's all I'm gonna get into right now as far as relationships. I'm gonna transition into another topic. So now I got to get back into this. But tap in if the idea of if you are interested in being a guest on the show when I start doing the thing behind the thing series of relationships, right? If you want to get on the podcast, on the thing of on the thing behind the thing podcast, then let me know because it's the thing behind relationships. So I need couples, right? I don't need two people that's dating, two people that's still searching. I need two people that are in a relationship but may have hit a rocky patch, a bumpy patch, or same thing goes with married couples. Like if you're married and you just want some third party advice, tap in, holla at me. I'm doing 12 couples. I'm only doing one couple a month because the format of the show is you'll come on the show after we're gonna do an interview prior to the show. Then we'll go on the show and we'll talk about the issues, right? Then you're gonna have homework. And so you go, you do your homework, you come back a week or so later, and we'll talk about whether the homework improved, if things got better in the relationship, or if they did not, and kind of what you plan to do about it, and then we'll go to a resolution, whether that resolution is positive or negative. I am not saying that I can save your marriage or your relationship, but hopefully some of the things that I either tell you to do may benefit you. So tap in. If you can hit me up on Facebook, you hit me up on YouTube, and just let me know if you're interested. All right. Next. So I have unfortunately found out do women not prefer safety over love? I mean, do they not prefer safety over love? Hey, big bro, that's one of the ones that, because it's a toss up, like you have what men provide, what men provide to women above a lot of other things. We provide safety, we provide protection, we provide love, right? Uh, yeah, hey, no, now that about men is real. Like if you ask a woman, so I'll do this, and any women that's watching right now, please comment, please tap in, right? Whether you see this live or whether you see it later on, right? Do you prefer love, respect, safety, or loyalty? I understand you may want them all, but put them in order. But give me your top one: love, respect, safety, or loyalty, right? Give me what it is that you want the most of in a relationship: love, respect, loyalty, or safety. I know for men it's respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course men want love. Of course men want a woman that's going to love him, right? But without respect, we gon' bounce. Like that's like numero reason number one for us to get microscopic on you. I'm telling you that now. We want respect, and if we have, you can love our dirty draws, but if you don't show us respect, deuces. And that's just 100. Like, I don't think there is a man that's gonna tap into this or any other podcast that's gonna tell you any different. If he does, you a better man than me to be loved in your household and not respected. Damn that. So I'm already hip, homie. Respect, you know. Uh we yeah, I got you, bro. You know, in my notorious opinion, men want respect over love. You know what I'm saying? Men want respect over love, right? Uh so yeah. Now women, it kind of depends. My cousin said respect, you know. Now I don't know if she remains that's what she requires or that's what she gives or feels like the man needs, but you know, it's respect. I mean, who doesn't want to be respected in a relationship? You know, like how long is that gonna last? You know, that that's 100. You know, if a man is providing safety and security, if a man is if a man has the ability to pay the bills, right? If a man has the ability to allow his woman uh to just sit home and chill, right? Then but that same dude that's paying all the bills, the wife is sitting home and chilling, and she has nothing to do but stay home and take care of his needs. Man, that dude can cheat on her, and in her mind, I bet not say nothing, you know, as long as he's respectfully cheating, whatever that is. You know what I mean? So um it's like a lot of women, not all women, not even gonna say a lot, some women, in my opinion, will let a whole lot slide, like you said, bro. Will let a whole lot slide if the man is providing safety and security, right? Uh, huh. Respect and loyalty will lead to love. Hmm, yeah, yeah. My baby said respect and loyalty will lead to love. That's it. It could, you know. Uh, it could. It could. What's up, little bro? What's the deal? Um, man, I want to hear your opinion on this one. You know, like what is more important in a relationship to a man? Respect, love, loyalty, or fidelity? Respect, love, loyalty, or fidelity? Which is more important? Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna continue this, like I said. But these are some of the things that I'm gonna be talking about in the new section of the series, the thing behind the thing series, talking about relationships. We gonna really like that's all the conversation is going to be about. All the conversation is only going to be about relationships, relationship issues, relationship topics. I'm not going to talk about anything else, and I'm going to have a couple on here that I'm talking to and about. Respect. Lil bro said respect. Respect comes with all three. Hmm. So with with respect, love, loyalty, and fidelity. So, in order to be faithful to somebody, I can agree that there is a modicum of respect that has to come with that. With uh love though, I can love you and not respect you. You know, people can love other people and not respect them. You know what I'm saying? Like it happens all the time. It happens in a whole lot of relationships. Uh I agree with respect playing a role in the other ones, but I love is the only one that I would have to say I don't know. I don't believe that. I believe that you can love somebody and not respect them. Uh not really the order of when you're getting to know someone, but like in a relationship. Like you're in a relationship with this person, you know, and uh and it's a it's just not when you are getting to know someone. It's when you're actually in the relationship with someone. What is the most important thing to you? You know, is it love, loyalty, respect, or love? That loyalty wasn't in it. It was love, respect, fidelity, and safety. That's what it was. Love, loyalty, fidelity, and safety is what it was. What is my definition of respect? My definition of, okay, let me say it like this first of all. Um, in my notorious opinion, everybody does not deserve respect. Everyone, I believe, deserves dignity. Everybody deserves dignity. You know, R. Kelly, Diddy, they may not deserve respect, but they at least deserve dignity, right? But and dignity is just the acknowledgement that you are a human being going through a human experience, and you deserve to be treated as a human being. Respect, on the other hand, I do believe that respect is earned, and so my definition of respect would be uh, a a level of dignity that that allows you to uh, show someone that you care immensely, right? So it's like you give someone you respect the benefit of the doubt. You give someone you respect the 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 object of knowing without knowing, right? Um, that's respect to me. Um, so yeah, that would be my definition of respect. Um, I am starting to see that these relationship conversations may get a lot of traction because y'all just will not let me talk about Mike Tyson. But honestly, I can't wait to start the new section of the series. I think it's going to I think it's going to be enlightening for a lot of people. I think a lot of people are going to get a lot of benefit from it. And it's going to be fun for me to talk about, um, just tapping back into the psychology of things in my mind. Um, swear to God, Mike is right. Um, Now, thank you for allowing me to segue. So, so I found out some, to me, unfortunate information today. Uh, and it was information that I've been waiting to hear for quite some time. And that is whether this fight was going to be deemed a professional fight or an exhibition, right? because there's different rules in boxing when you have an exhibition match and when you have a professional boxing match. Now, it's come out that both parties, both camps, want it to be, check that, wanted it to be a professional match, right? And the way it's looking, it's not going to be that. The fight between Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson was an exhibition, which is why it sucked, right? Because it was an exhibition. And neither neither combatant was allowed to throw like severe power punches, right? You didn't see Mike dip and do that famous dip. You didn't see that at all. You didn't see that. You didn't see him rail into Roy Jones Jr. because he would have quit. Plus, it was in the you know what I'm saying? Like when it was in the contract that there was no, there was a no knockout clause in their contract. So we can start right there. Number two, they was in, I believe, 16-ounce gloves, and if you have either boxed before or know anything about boxing, then you'll know that it is way harder to knock somebody out with 16-ounce gloves or 18-ounce gloves than it is with 10 or 12-ounce gloves. Like if you got any power and you hit somebody with a 12-ounce glove, you on night-night. you on night-night. You dig? It's a whole lot harder with them extra ounces, and it's like that by choice, because with the heavier gloves, you can see the punch coming because the punch is going to be slower because you got extra ounces that you got to contend with. So it causes for better defense. Plus it's bigger. Plus it's a little bigger. And so it's easier to defend. So, but that's why that Roy Jones Jr. Mike Tyson fight was such a joke, because, there was a no knockout clause and it was deemed an exhibition. And the way that it's looking, this is going to be the same thing, which means all you that believe, I knew I should have turned my doggone phone off. I'm just curious. I'm putting it on speaker. What's up, bro?
What's up with it, bro?
Oh, just doing my podcast, and you on it right now.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
they might can hear you, just can't see you. I'm talking about Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
Tyson got that fight coming up.
Yeah, Mike Tyson got the fight coming up, and I'm talking about how it's for real a joke, as to, because it's starting to lean toward looking like an exhibition match versus a professional boxing match, which is what I was hoping for.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Showtime, versus a real competition, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I watched some little training video, where he just, what they do. Everybody using social media nowadays to promote stuff or whatever. And then Jake Paul they keep fighting?
Yeah, Jake Paul.
Yeah, man, he's an entertainer, man. He's trying to play like he's on that level where he's trying to go on that, pro, but he's fighting all celebrities, right now Tyson's a celebrity, he ain't a boxer no more.
Well, and while that's a fact, Mike Tyson's always going to be a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mike Tyson is still at 57. That boy moving good,
No,
so
he's moving great. He's moving great, but I'm saying, he's well past that era. But now we know that he wants to be in the limelight. You know what I'm saying? The other day, once the movie thing happened, man, that's just what it is. He ain't got nothing to prove. So why not jump on a train, make some cash? The Jake Paul dude's been doing numbers as far as just attracting, fights as far as the entertainment side, while inside using that sport. So I feel like it's only right for business.
No, that's real. That's really real. But I'm just not happy with the fact that it's looking like it's gonna be deemed an exhibition, because both of them was talking about they wanted it to be a professional fight. but it's looking like it's gonna be an exhibition because they talking about 2 rounds, 16-ounce gloves. I mean, I'm sorry, 2-minute rounds. They talking about 2-minute rounds. It's gonna be like the Roy Jones Jr. fight, like 8 2-minute rounds. Some celebrity. If I see a celebrity judge, that's it. You already know it's gonna be an exhibition, and so the ref's gonna call it like an exhibition. And if as soon as Jake Paul gets in trouble, he gonna break it.
That's it.
You know.
They're not gonna let him. Now, will Tyson put a beating on him? I believe so.
I don't.
That's the part.
I don't believe so because he's not gonna put a beating on him because it's an exhibition. It's for entertainment, like you were saying. It's for entertainment purposes only.
Well, what I mean is that if it was something really real, like would Tyson put a beating on him? I believe he would. But,
if this was a pro fight, Tyson would knock that boy out.
Right, and so because of entertainment purposes, that's why I believe it's not. It ain't on that level. But yeah, like the whole thing about whether Tyson can get in there and still put the paws on somebody. Oh yeah, he can definitely do that. I watched the little training videos. I was like, well, he about to get back in the ring.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm seeing how he's still smacking things around. So I know that if it was really, really happening on that level, yeah, he would go ahead and put him up out of there real quick.
Hey man, Mike is knocking the mitts off of his glove guy, man. He knocking the mitts off of him. You know what I'm saying?
Dude was running. Dude was backing up. He had dude all twisted up and everything.
Nah, real talk.
It was crazy. It was crazy,
man. But yeah, I'm not happy about it all. It's gonna be these celebrity judges, 2-minute rounds, gazillion ounce gloves. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, though.
I wonder if the fight card is gonna be something you can bet on.
If it is, I wouldn't, because they're not gonna announce a winner. They don't announce winners in exhibition matches.
Well, they're gonna try to play the game. It ain't like they can't turn it into how wrestling is. They'll determine who's the winner.
Nah, everybody knows that about wrestling, though. Like in the exhibition boxing match, and they in Texas, that's not happening. That's not happening. The Texas Department of Licensing and what's it called? The TDL of licenses and something. It's the Texas Department of Licenses, and I can't remember what it's 4 letters. Texas ain't about to let that happen at all. Yeah. So nah, if they deem it an exhibition match, believe that the referee is gonna be in there to break anything up once Mike starts digging in his ass. So that it ain't happening. But hey, let me switch. I'm gonna ask you a question. BBL or natural?
Got to be natural, even though BBL looks very, very nice.
Got to be natural.
But it got to be natural. BBL looks very, very nice. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah.
But I would prefer natural. I mean, I've actually experienced. Thank you. Yep.
I completely agree. And literally every man I've had on the show, every man I've asked that question to has said natural. Now, what I want are some women to tell me why they prefer to get these BBLs. Because if it's I just, I really want to know. But I'm gonna get at you as soon as the show is over, homie.
All right now.
All right, peace. All right. No, you didn't. Nope. Not even close. I'm not. I'd leave you there. I really should. I should leave you. I should leave your ass where you at. I should leave you. Like abandoned. naked and afraid, like the show said, I should leave you.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I had to go be at a job, pops.
What? You
I
didn't,
was headed.
you didn't say nothing about no job. You said, I'm going to hit you at 8 o'clock. I'll be home by 8. That's what you
Yeah.
said.
Well, that was the game plan, and then a customer had called on an emergency clean out. So I just, had to go look at that real quick.
So did you have to drive to the clean out?
Yes.
Were you at a red light at any point in time from where you were to where you were going?
All highway.
All highway. When you got off of the highway, it was like they live right off the highway.
I mean, it's one stoplight, but the light was green though.
Okay. And when you stopped, and you were able to take a look around and see things, it never dawned on you to text me and let me know that you were going to be an hour late and the show would be ending by the time you tapped in.
Oh damn.
What are those?
Yeah, my apologies.
See if I invite you on another show.
I'll be back. I might not make it this far, but I'll make it back to the lobby if nothing else.
You mean the comment section?
That part.
Oh, that part.
Daddy, your food. Oh, I already got to sleep.
So yes, it's 9 o'clock. I was wrapping the show. Like I was all the way on BBL and natural. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. I was about to wrap.
Oh, okay.
I was getting to my closing. It was a really good show too. Like it was a really good show. Watch it when you get a chance.
I will.
Since you couldn't see it live, go on and watch it. It was a good show.
Okay. I'm sure y'all dropped some knowledge and some jewels and wisdom.
Oh, it ain't no y'all. It was y'all as far as the comment section went crazy. The comment section went crazy. But yeah, no one showed up. And I'm not messed up about it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to answer one question, and that is the what if question. What if? No, not what if. What would happen if you had 6 months to work on and focus on you? What would happen?
Hold on, bud. Honestly, man, I think I'll be the top, probably more so like the top tier of me, because all my focus and energy that's going other places would be more so geared towards myself.
Okay.
Like all the running around, spinning the wheels, trying to be something and provide something, and things of that nature. If it's all just for myself, then I can live and survive off the bare minimum. So all I would need is the bare minimum for myself.
Okay. Yep. All right. Good having you on. Probably won't happen again anytime in the foreseeable future. Because I can't trust you.
I can be. I just had business to attend. So I apologize for disrupting your business.
So I understand business, right? But let's say, communication, which was actually a major part of the show tonight. Yeah. Communication. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Communication rules the nation. It really does.
And we see where I fail at, right?
Oh, yeah, you suck. Yeah. We're just going to go there. Tell my baby I said hi.
Papa said hi.
Hey, Papa.
Hey, baby.
Hey, Papa. Ryan.
Hey, baby.
We're playing Fortnite.
I believe it. Okay.
Signing off.
I'm it. All right. So well, on that note, back to the lobby you go. I'll see you later.
Sorry.
All right. This has been Notoriously Opinionated. Oh, you would bring my baby back in there so I'd see her again, trying to get back on.
You just gonna hang up on us?
I was. No, not y'all. Him. I ain't gonna hang up on y'all. That's how y'all got back in.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Tell Papa bye. Y'all love him.
Bye, Papa. Love you.
Bye, baby.
Love you.
Love you too.
Don't press that, Matt.
All right. This has been Notoriously Opinionated with your man of many names and monikers. And until next Tuesday, I'll see you next week. Same notorious time, same notorious station. And until then, out. Peace.